Welcome, race fans, and welcome to United Dirt Sim Series known as UDSS and Pushing the Cushion Productions for the live streaming tonight. My name is Billy Idle, and I'll be here with my partner and CEO of UDSS, Mr. Dave Ward. How you doing, Dave? Are you out there?
Man, I am super excited for tonight. Tonight is going to be one heck of a show. We've already got a ton of drivers in there throwing down some practice laps. It's going to be one heck of a barn burner for tonight for this opener series for our 410s. We're going to start it off right with a huge car count.
Oh, Dave, we got 42 entries, and this is the first of a 10 race series with the Jessup Logistics 410 Sprint Car Elite Series. And we have a payout, I believe, for the series. This is the first of 10 races. We're here at USA International Speedway. Going to be some great times. Can you explain a little bit about the Jessup Logistics Elite Series and the payout, Dave?
Well, I tell you what, we're super excited to have Jessup Logistics on board for this series. They are our premier title sponsor for it, and we're super excited to have them. They are throwing into our drivers fund, so at the end of the year, we're going to do a payout, and we're going to do that for the top three. So the top three drivers are going to take home some cash, and we're looking at some big dollars right now, probably in the neighborhood of around $200 to go to the winner, and then from we're going to drop down a little bit for second and third. We don't have all of our. We're still bringing in money from the sponsors, so once we get the full amount, we're super excited to announce it. But man, I mean, what kind of a series first season out gets to throw down that kind of cash and draw in some big names? We've got some huge names in here already tonight.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're here at USA International Speedway, and to me, it's like an oversized paperclip. It's fast on the bottom, the top gets fast but gets slicked up, and they really run high against the wall. But by the end of the night, I'm sure there's still guys gonna come to the bottom, and there's gonna be some sliders. It's a little tight for sliders, but they do work because of the long straightaway. I believe this is like a 3/4 mile track, old asphalt track, and these 410s are putting down a lot of power. What do you see here in the heat races and the main events, Dave?
Well, honestly, I feel like it's going to be all about your qualifying position and where you're getting started. So, after qualifying, we're going to take four from each heat race, and we're going to invert four, meaning if you finish in that fourth position, the final transfer position, you're going to actually make it look like as we go into the main like you won that race. So we're going to invert those top four drivers as they go and they get lined up for the mains. It's going to be amazing. I tell you, there's some guys in here that we really need to look out for. I've seen him race, and I tell you what, you got Mark Jessup from Jessup Logistics. He's running in the race tonight. Shea Palo, one of his teammates, also from Elbows Up. We've got a ton of great guys in here already. Glad to see it. It's going to be amazing.
Well, already in qualifying, there's only 30 seconds left into practice, and then we're going to go into qualifying. But right now on the top leaderboard, you got Brickley running a 17.4. Then you got Chance Crum in that second spot. He's running a 17.48. That's not little bad order. Then you got Hunter Crum, his brother, racing with a 17.6s. Darren Detweiler 17.6, and Brian Kozak with a 17.6. You got your top probably I'd probably say top 10 cars within probably a tenth of a second. I think it's going to be exciting today. I know Billy the Buckshot won an earlier race in the 410 here at USA International. But no, I'm sorry, he didn't. He actually ran out of gas with 2 laps to go, but he worked his way up into the lead and then ran out of gas. But that's part of this track. You want to keep that that rear fuel load a little bit on the light side. But qualifying is going to be starting here just in a few seconds. But can you tell us a little bit about maybe break it down, not to try to hurry you? We do have to do the national anthem. Can you tell us a little bit about the Silver Series running tonight and an hour after this race, Dave?
Yes. After we finish up the 410s, we're going to roll into our 305 Silver Series, and that's going to be the 2,000 I rating and below. So those guys that are fighting their way to the top right now, they're new joins. They don't race a lot in the regular lobbies. They race a lot of private races, things like that. There's still a ton of fast guys in there. I know I run in it, and I get smoked weekly. But you know what? It's all about having fun, and it's going to be great. We're already seeing some qualifying times up here. Let's go ahead and get that anthem rolling, Billy, and we'll be back at.
All right, Dave, I might have just lost you for a few seconds. You might have been breaking up, but we're going to get here, and the qualifying is going to be starting here shortly. It's already started. We're already going to get these drivers up on the leaderboard, and Billy Brickley's up on top with a 17.577 in the qualifying order right now. So you already see Mark Jessup right there with a 17.658, Hunter Crum with a 17.668, Blaine Brink with a 17.712, and Shea Paula with a 17.72, and they're moving around a little bit. We got about another 8 cars that needs to qualify, but the Brickley, the Buckshot himself, is up on top of the leaderboard. And look at that, man. Look at the second through all the way down to about, I'd say 17th spot. You're only looking about a tenth of a second, 10th and some change. So it's going to be some close racing out here tonight. Track looks in good condition. It's going to hold its moisture for the first couple heats, but these 410s are going to really dry this thing out, don't you think, Dave?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's going to be all about starting position and watching Billy Brickley from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. He's our teammate. He's sitting on top of the podium right now, but he's got Chance Crum right behind him, and Chance is definitely no slouch. Dustin Griffiths right there from elbows up. Mark Jessup from elbows up. Most Wanted Motorsports for Hunter Crum right there as they're qualifying. We have got some top guys in here, and these times are fast. So it's going to be some great racing tonight. These are our more elite guys. They're going to be handling these 410s, and there's a reason why we're in the booth right now, Billy.
Yep, because we can't handle the 410s.
There you go. There you go. So it looks like we need to hide the UI on the broadcast, and then we'll be all set if you want to get the national anthem rolling.
All right, we're going to get our national anthem, and that was a good one. And we're going to get into our racing, but let's get our national anthem right now. So please stand.
Two-time Grammy and three-time Academy of Country Music Award winner Leanne Rimes in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, race fans, and we're here back at USA International, and God bless America, and thank you for joining us here with the Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series. We're going to be getting into our heat race here shortly with about a minute and 50 seconds. They're going to be lining up, and we're going to get into our first heat race, and we're going racing our 410 Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series. We'd like to thank some of our quick sponsors here, Design Metal Arts, and again, Jessup Logistics. Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Pushing the Cushion Broadcast Production, Speed World Hobbies, and Works Graphics. We're lining up now. We're going to get our lineups here for the first heat. Grid number 1, front row inside number 62, Tyler Grafton. In the outside, in the second spot, Blaine Brink.
Row number 2 is going to be the number 14 of Mark Jessup and the 00 of Billy Brickley.
In the third row, number 11, Caleb Harmon. And in the sixth spot, Aaron Gurwitz, number 199.
Fourth row is going to be the number 97 of Alex Hanna and the number 35 of Chase Williams.
In the fifth row, starting the inside, number 30, Anthony Goyette. And in the 10th position, Jack Hitt with number 217.
And rounding out the field is going to be the number 48 of Scott Paw and the number 10 of Bruce Hilton. Hopefully I didn't butcher Scott's last name. We'll get that after the race, hopefully, and get that squared away for next week for sure. So here we go. They are making their way around the track right now at pace speeds.
Yeah, Dave, how's that screen look? It seems like we're not getting it up on the cars right now. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to get back here.
Yeah, no problem. So looks like we got a little bit of a technical difficulty there. Just have to focus on the leaders.
Here we go.
We should be good to go.
All right, we got going to come down here and one more lap, and we're going to get Tyler Crafton is going to start them off on the inside. They're going to be on the green flag on the first lap, all restarts, and there is no yellow flags in the heat races. But when it comes down to the main events, all starts will be on the leader.
Looking forward to this one. I cannot wait to get these 410s unleashed here at USA tonight for our opener. We've been looking forward to this for 4 weeks, Billy. You know, I mean, we've been getting this whole thing set up and trying to get some of these great guys and awesome talent out here from our league and getting them to show up, making sure we have our time set right, our dates set right, and I think it's going to be a great time.
It's unleashing the beast, man. That's his 410s. Nothing but horsepower, and you got to have big cojones to drive one of these things around this 3/4 mile track.
I'm telling you, it's like just jumping on a bull. You know, it's it's absolutely crazy. I don't know why why they would want to do it. You know, would you want that much horsepower strapped between your legs?
I don't know. But here we come down to the green flag right now. Crafton gets on the outside, inside, moves it up. Blaine Brink gets on the inside and goes right past him on down off turn 2, going into 3. It's Crafton and Brink
heating up. Caleb Hartman holding down that third spot at the moment. Brickley in 4th position in that 00, but I'm sure he's not going to stay there very long. He is already moving up into the 3rd position now, so he is one to keep an eye on. In that last transfer position is going to be Harmon in the number 11.
Yep, Crafton's pretty much right now. It's Crafton, Brink, and Jessup in unofficial order. That's Brink out in the lead now with a 17.8 his last lap. Tyler Crafton with an 18.0 getting right hot on his tails, back about 3 car lengths, going into turn 1, trying to stay on this bottom side. That's where you're going to get the most traction. Crafton still is right behind him, and so is Billy Brickley and Caleb Harmon.
I tell you what, Brink's got a new paint job there. Works Graphics hooked him up. Looks like he's awfully racy tonight. He's getting faster and faster. He's one of those guys that you'll see also in the 305 Silver Series. He'll be pulling double duty tonight. So he's making it happen right now. Looks like Brickley looking on the inside there of Grafton. He's going to make that move stick as they go down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Going to send it hard on a slider line. And he's going to get it. No crossover.
Nope, right there's the battle. Top 4 in a row, single file. You could throw Grandma's quilted blanket. He made for our porn star daughter. Right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nobody in 5th position within a whole half straightaway. So these guys have to keep their cool. Single file. They're going to transfer to the A main final if they can keep this position. Who's going to feel racy though? Does somebody want to pass one for a better spot and a better row? Here comes Brickley on the inside. Brink goes top. Brinkley on the bottom.
Brickley looking for that Montana musket loader as they go into the corner. Not going to make it happen there. Brink able to hold him off. He is looking super racy tonight. As you know, top qualifier right there for Brickley. So Blaine Brink is actually getting something done right now. He's making a statement as he goes out here and holds Brickley off for the entire race.
That's it, and that's the win in the running order right there. It looks like it's going to be Brickley with the win.
No, actually it was Blaine Brink with the win. Brickley taking home 2nd position. Tyler Grafton in 3rd, and rounding out that bottom, that last transfer spot's going to be the number 11 of Caleb Harmon. And so that's going to send Alex Hanna in the 97, 35 of Chase Williams, 199 of Aaron Gerwitz, 30 of Anthony Goyette, Jack Hitt in the 217, Scott Paw in the 48, and Mark Jessup out into the consies. So they're going to have to race their way up in these consolation mains.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one too. The names that you had just mentioned, Dave. That's there's no slouch there. That's all talent. That C and B main is just going to be just unbelievably godly fast. And we're going to get into heat number 2 right now, and we're going to start them up in heat number 2, and we're going to start the grid here shortly with your leading off inside row Brian Kozak, in the outside front row Randy Shreves, number 56, followed by
Row number 2 is going to be the number 28 of Hunter Crum and the number 27 of Brad Lamberson.
In row 3 inside, number 5, Don Hunter, and the 6th spot, Darren Detweiler in the 3rd row.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 54 of Chris Jones and Aaron Bright and the number 122 outside of him.
In the 5th row, in the 9th position, Steve Millier in 36, and in the 10th spot, Jason Trenapol, number 17.
Bryce Bailey in the number 31, and Joshua Thomas going to round out our field as we're getting ready to take the green flag here shortly.
And this is heat number 2. Top 4 transfer to the A main final. The rest of the pack will end up going to a lower main.
I tell you what, we got Randy Shreves in this one, Brian Kosak, Hunter Crum, Darren Detweiler, Chris Jones. We've got a ton of talent right there. All of those names I just named all have a shot at winning this heat race. And the people that I didn't call out, I don't know because they're new coming into this series. With us being a new series, you know, they're just joining us. They could be shoe-ins and we have no idea yet. But we're about to find out as they go green flag racing.
Here they go into 1, slamming on the bottom. It's Brian Kozak in the bottom, but it's still number 56, Randy Shreves, out in front right now, staying on the hide side.
Here we go. Hunter Crum sitting in that 3rd spot. He is trying to make a move at the moment. He's actually dropping back. Darren Detweiler going to take over that 3rd position. Brad Lamberson in the number 27 holding down 2nd at the moment.
Yep, Detweiler in the 3rd, Hunter Crum in the 4th, Brian Kozak in the 5th. There you go, the top 3 right there, top 3, 4. Here comes Crum in the 4th spot. Those are the top 4 transfer. Lamberson, Detweiler, Crum, and Kozak. Unofficial, Shreves, Lamberson, Detweiler, and Crum. Single file into 3, coming out of turn 4. Lamberson tries to go in the bottom side. Still, Shreves stays up high. Think that's where the traction is. It might be a longer line, but he feels comfortable right in about the middle of the track right now. And Shreves just coming out and still keeping that lead by about 2 kart lengths. Crum working on the inside. Inside Detweiler right now. Aaron Bright sitting back. Kozak sitting back. They're all sitting back about 7 car lengths from your leader.
Here we go. Detweiler trying to warm it up right now. Darren Detweiler working on Brad Lamberson. Kosak and Crum are battling right behind him. Kosak going to hold off Crum. Crum was running that bottom line. It looks like it was kind of greasy down there, and he ran out of traction. He's moving the wrong way. So Hunter Crum outside of the transfer positions. You've got Randy Shreve still out front. Brad Lamberson trying to do something with him. Detweiler trying to work on Lamberson. We have got action all over the track, Billy.
Yes, we do. We still got Hunter Crum right now. Crum is trying to get up there. We got Shreves, Lamberson, Detweiler, Kozak, and Crum. Crum in that fifth spot right there, battling out with the 24 of Brian Kozak. Here they go down the front straightaway. Down the back straightaway. Crum is trying to look, but he's going to stay right on the bumper of Kozak right now. He's only got about maybe how much? 2 laps to go. This should be 1 lap to go now after this. Crum's going to have to work really hard around Brian Kozak. Is he going to do a slide job? Here he goes now, back out of 2 into 3. He's going down to the bottom right now. Kozak stays up high. Crum gets high with the slider job, but he comes up into him. I don't think he's going to have enough room and not enough time.
Do you see why I said this was going to be a barn burner tonight? This is the second heat race, Billy.
Second heat race.
Second heat race. We're not even into anywhere close to the main event yet, and we have them nose to tail battling for 8 laps solid. Randy Shreves was the winner. Brad Lamberson in that second position. Darren Detweiler in third. Last transfer is going to be Brian Kozak. The stinker right there was Hunter Crum coming in that 5th position. He tried as hard out as he came through 4 and just couldn't get it done. And now he has to work his way into the big show tonight.
No, he had that slider going, but it just wasn't enough without putting Kozak in the wall. And these guys have a lot of respect for each other. These guys race with each other in the host races. They practice together, so they respect each other. When it comes down to the mains, maybe you might say I'm going to put my helmet on backwards, but these guys have a lot of respect, and it's going to be hard charging racing because, like I said, these 4 finals in each heat race going to the final, the talents in the B and the C is going to be off the hook. It's going to be unbelievable.
This is insane racing all the way. We got Heat 3 already getting ready to grid up. In the front row, you've got the number 4 of Tyler Street from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports and the number 44 of Shea Paolo from Elbows Up Sim Sports. So 2 team drivers right there starting on the front row for heat number 3.
And starting in grid row 2 in the 3rd spot, number 37, Michael Meek. And on the outside of the 2nd row in the 4th spot, Chance Crum.
Row number 3 going to be the number 16 of Dylan DeBono and the number 99 of Alex Robinson.
In the 4th row inside in the 7th spot, Travis Jacobson, number 22, and Tyler Close in the 8th position, number 49.
Right behind him in the 5th row, the number 20 of Tyler Baker and the number 50 of Jason Kratke.
And in the 6th row in the 11th spot, 01, Jesse Dacus.
Here we go. We're getting ready to hit the track for heat number 3. Oh, man, I don't even know. It's so hard to pick drivers as you're going through these races because they all have a shot.
You can't. It's extremely hard. There's so much talent up there. Who's going to have their chassis dialed in? These are 410s with a lot of horsepower. You got to somewhat have your chassis dialed in, or you're not going to go to the front. You're actually going to keep yourself to the back of the pack because once these cars come off the corner, if you're not in the moisture and you don't have that rear end planted, you're not going to go anywhere. It's just going to make you go back because the talent behind you and setting up the chassis is going to have maybe that little bit of edge on you. So let's get around, and we're going to come out of turn 4, and we should be going green here shortly.
Here we go. So Tyler Street going to bring him down and around. Watching that flagman for that green flag to just flicker so they can take off.
Yep, it's Street and Paulo. Street's going to bring him down. Street takes a jump. Oh, Michael Meek gets behind him and does a wheel stand coming off the start. And it's Tyler now on the inside, works himself, moves up Shane Paulo up the top. Paulo still stays into gas, and he gets around him, gets on the outside, and takes over the lead.
Street going the wrong way in the number 4. Here he goes looking for some traction. And we had a little bit of a blink fest going there, so he might have gotten into somebody on accident as their internet gave out a little bit. But with this whole coronavirus thing, this is iRacing has gotten super popular, and it's definitely helping out our sport for sure as everybody stays safe and we do this virtually.
Oh, look at those two cars. That's Tyler Street, I believe, getting into it right there. You can see it from our chopper view. It was Street and number 21. That got a little bit hairy. They held on to it, though.
Well, that's that's part of it that these guys are battling to get into the big show right now, and sometimes that might happen a little bit. The first two heats got off without a hitch, but it's one of those things. The track is changing as we are driving on it. We've got quite a few racers tonight, so you're going to see lots of wear and tear on the track. It's going to be changing all night as we get later and deeper into the show.
Yeah, you got Shea Paulo, Chance Crum in the second spot, Tyler Street in the third, Michael Meek in the fourth, Jesse Dacus in the fifth spot. Let's see if we can get our camera up on the fourth and fifth, because that's what it's going to really come down to make the transfer spot top four in this heat race. And Dacus right there, DeBono, Dylan behind him. Dacus is trying to run the inside, trying to run Tyler Street down in the four. They're all staying high. Dacus is trying to run a little bit lower than the top cushion against the wall. Tyler Street still got that little three-car lead right now. There's no battle right now, but the battle is coming and brewing in to take over that fourth transfer spot to the final with the fourth, fifth, and sixth place car.
I tell you what, Shea Paulo's got it right now. He is hooked up. That elbows up Sim Sports Machine. The number 44 of Shea Paulo is checking out at the moment, doing a great job. Chance Crum trying to catch up with him. Michael Meek trying to catch up with him as well. But, it's the Shea Paulo show right now in heat number 3.
Oh, I see now. I see in that fourth position, it's Tyler Street and Jesse Dacus with checkered flag. And here comes the running order. Who's going to make the show? And it's going to be Shea Paulo, Chance Crum, Michael Meek, Tyler Street, and Jesse Dacus on the outside in that fifth spot.
Yeah, tough break for Jesse Dacus. He finished in that fifth spot right outside that transfer, but we're getting ready. We've still got a lot more action here to come. We are 4 deep on the heat races tonight. This is a full show. We are so thankful for everybody coming out for our opener race for the 410 Elites here at United Dirt Sim Series.
Yep.
We also have some other cool things going on, Billy. I don't know, I know that you know about it, but we just wanted to kind of throw it out there that we've also worked in a partnership with Midwest Modified Association, so that will now be presented by United Dirt Sim Series as well. So we'll actually be bringing more racing action to you guys with some modifieds on Saturday nights. So make sure you pay attention for that. You can follow us on our Facebook page. Right now, though, row number 1, it's going to be Jeffrey Stewart in the number 72 and the number 43 of Jake Greenwood.
In the second row, it's going to be Jared Shipley, number 19, and Dustin Griffiths in number 82 in the 4th spot.
Row number 3, the 192 of David Carnes and the 21 of Joe Dowd.
And in the 4th row inside, Dustin Sargent, number 77, and in the 8th spot, Justin Smolin.
Row number 5 is going to be 69 of Raymond Kimmel and the number 18 of Joshua Anders.
What a great number, 69. And in the 6th row, number 12, Andrew Hansen, the Wrecking Ball, number 2. This is going to be exciting right here. What do you think? Like a Greenwood. Greenwood hasn't been having his luck that I've seen. I know he's fast. He's had some bad luck. He's been crashed out. I think Jake, you're going to have to watch Jake Greenwood tonight. I mean, I think he's still on a mission for the last couple of races. So we're going to keep eye on him. You got Shipley. You got Jeffrey Stewart. I know the first race of a 305 or a 360 or something like that. I'm not fresh in my mind. But he ran out of gas with like 6 laps to go in the second spot. So it's going to be some great racing going right now.
Absolutely. Starting third, there's going to be Jared Shipley, new member of the Sofa King Fast Sim Sports team. So we're glad to have him. But he's got his work cut out for him tonight. He's got a couple of elbows up guys in there, Jeffrey Stewart and Dustin Catchfence Griffiths.
Oh, wow.
So keep an eye on him. He's got that Crescent Donut car, beautiful car. He's actually our driver spotlight for the week. But they call him Catch Fence for a reason. He's super fast. If he can keep all four wheels on the ground, we'll have to wait and see.
Man, look at those paint jobs on these 410s. Look at who's ever painting all these things, Works Graphics and other companies. Just such a beautiful job. Look at the color in all those cars. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's stepping up their games when it comes to the paint jobs for sure. And I myself, I mean, being a painter and Works Graphics, but seeing that Crescent Donuts car, the number 82, that's a family business for Dustin Griffiths,
Oh!
and I think the car looks great. Little rough start there.
Rough start. I think that might have been Shipley or Dustin Griffiths. Rough start there. Did the wheel stand. Couldn't get his wheels back on the ground. The car just out in turn number 2 coming down from the hill. So he knows that he's not going to make up this time. He might go in the pits and make some adjustments, get ready for the lower main. But right now, our leader, Jeffrey Stewart, Jake Greenwood now. Greenwood with the inside slide job on Stewart. Stewart back on the inside. And Greenwood goes to the outside and slides back underneath him. Here comes number 72. That is Jeffrey Stewart again. Come high, does a slide job, and here comes Greenwood trying to reckon this on. He hot on his tail. Going into the turn 1 right now, nose to tail. If Stewart farts, Greenwood's going to smell it. They're so close.
Oh, I guarantee that. Look at this. They are doing crossover sliders.
They changed.
Jake Greenwood trying to get him set up right now. Here he comes back down. See, he's trying to get him set up so that he can take that inside line for the checkered flag when they get to that lap. Stewart's not playing that game, though. He is running whatever he can, and he is going to... I guarantee all he can see is black and red in his mirror at the moment. That is... I mean, he could probably see Jake Greenwood waving to him at the second.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Stuart Greenwood lead changed 4 times in 2 laps. I think Greenwood's going to wait just a second more. He's going to stay hot on his tail. Look at that number 72, and he's going to put a move on him and a slide job maybe in 1 more lap. I think he's going to want to at least have the lead for at least 2 laps for the finish. Right now, it's still Stuart, Greenwood, Shipley, and Griffiths in that running order. Nothing to contend with in the top 5th spot right now. Greenwood taps the back of Stewart, lets him know that he's there.
That was just, hey, Jeffrey, I'm here, knocking on that door. But yes, Jeffrey Stewart out front, Jake Greenwood in the 2nd position, Dustin Sargent in the 3rd position, and David Carnes in 4th as they're running at the moment.
Yep, Stewart, Greenwood, Sargent, and Dowd. Now moving that. Carnes moves back into 4th. So the battle right now is between the 4th spot, between Sargent and Carnes right now. Let's see if we can put our cameras on those 2 guys with maybe 1 lap to go.
Look at this battle right here.
Here they come,
Getting
going in
a
there.
little bit loose.
Yep, going into 1 right now.
Man, I tell you what, they are fighting for every inch on this track. Coming back to the lead right now. They only have 1 lap to go. Jeffrey Stewart able to hold Jake Greenwood off, and that's going to do it. So at the line, we're talking less than a front wing between Greenwood and Stewart.
Wow. Sargent gets that 3rd spot. What a run. That was exciting. The 3rd and 4th, man, these guys are battling out 3rd, 4th, and 5th. First 4 heats, they've been top 2 guys have kind of checked out a little bit. But you got so many fast guys here. The track is starting to slick up a little bit. Nobody went to the bottom like in that heat that I really thought that heat that there was going to be something to make a transfer spot, but nothing was really happening. Now we're going to get into the C main event, Dave.
I tell you what, so this is going to be 10 lap race. We're taking 4. They're going to have to do alphabet soup. So we're taking 4 from the C main. They have to go to the B main. And then once we get to the B main, we're only taking 8 to the feature. So these guys are going to be scrambling. And the ones that have direct drive wheels are going to be tired by the time we even hit the main event.
Well, what can you say about the first race of the United Dirt Sim Series Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series? I think this is so far exciting as heck. I mean, we have not had any major incidents, nobody pushing each other around, been nothing but clean racing. The last heat, we saw a crash, and I think that was Griffiths, but he had some rear traction in that sprint car because he did a wheel stand, and it actually cost him. It put him in the fence and ended up leaving. So he's going to be in the heat.
He lived up to his name from lap number 1 right there, Dustin Catch Fence Griffiths. I told you, guy is smoking fast, but they call him Catch Fence for a reason. So Here we go. We actually have the C main rolling out right now. The front row is going to be the number 20 of Tyler Baker and Justin Smolin in the number 29. Going to start on the outside front row, number 1.
In the third spot, second row, Jack Hitt, number 217. And in the fourth spot, Steve Meldyer in number 36.
Row number 3 is going to be the number 49 of Tyler Clowes and the number 19 of Jared Shipley.
Starting in grid number row 4, in the seventh spot, Scott Powell, number 48. And in the eighth spot, Joshua Thomas, number 51.
Row number 5 is going to be the number 50 of Jason Cracky and number 82 of Dustin Catchfence Griffiths.
He's going to be fast. Row number 6, starting in 11th spot, number 14, Mark Jessup. And the number 12 spot, Chris Jones, number 54.
Row number 7 is going to be the number 22 of Travis Jacobson and Andrew Hansen in that number 2 position, number 2 car, sorry.
And in the 8th spot, all by himself in the 15th spot, number 10, Bruce Hilton. How many cars are we taking, Dave?
We are taking 4 cars to the B main out of this 18-car C main.
Whew. Wow. This is going to get exciting. Here they come already.
Mackerel off the start.
Off the start.
And they are waxing each other. They are battling. They are hungry.
Yep.
We're throwing that caution right now. We are going to get this thing restarted here.
Yep.
Looks like problems for Jared Shipley. I noticed that he disconnected, so not sure if he's having a connection issue or something of that sort, but looks like he's dropped out of the race. So as we get him restacked and re-racked, we've got our hands full. I tell you what, you've in this race alone, which you don't see very often, so you know that there was a reason why. You have Mark Jessup, you have Dustin Griffiths, Chris Jones is quick. I mean, we've got talented drivers that are going to have to play alphabet soup to get back up into the big show.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. That Mark Jessup, I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he start on the front row? Or was it second
Mark
row?
Jessup started in like 11th, and he's up to 5th.
Fourth,
so he's
yeah.
definitely the man on the move. And you know, I mean, if we were having you know, a hard charger award right now, he's got it because he's already picked up 6 positions in what, a lap?
Yep.
Not even
that.
So yeah, it'll be interesting as we get ready to go. We are on lap number 3, so we should be seeing the green flag probably in another lap or so. And that's going to give us about a 6-lap shootout for these guys to figure out who wants to be in the top 4 to go to that B main. And I'm pretty sure if you asked them, there's 11 drivers that would say they want those 4 spots.
Yeah, look at that. You got Baker, Smolin, Hitt, Jessup, Clowes, and Meldyer and Thomas, Paw, and Griffiths. I mean, top 9 with Jones in the 10th spot. So it's going to be a short race. It's going to be a bullfight. Let's see if these guys will try things that they shouldn't be trying, and see if their slider's gone wrong. But we're going to get this going green here in the next lap. The pace truck's going to come off and back in the pits, and Baker's going to lead them off.
Well, hopefully we can get some green flag racing here in the C main. I think that, you know, that they're going to make the Hail Mary suicide sliders, that they should probably wait a few laps, because otherwise we're gonna have an issue.
Here we go.
We got good so far. That was a much better start. Looks like they all calmed down. Jessup already working there on that 4th position, trying to get that from Steve. He's going to go down low. I mean, he used to race the real cars in real life. Rich Vogler Sprint Car Classic winner. So, I mean, he's definitely got some talent. He is already trying to move up into the 2nd position, so he's working that inside line, so nobody can say that it's worthless right now.
No, you got Jessup's working on the inside, and that number 14 red and white car right now, working on the inside of Smolin right now. 1, 2, and 3 all close together, and 29 is Smolin. It got about a 1 car length lead, but Jessup's working on the inside
Did anybody tell Mark Jessup that we're taking 4 spots? Because he's running this race right now like it's the main event. And he is out there. Look at that. He's already put 2 car lengths on Justin Smolin in that second position.
Yeah, he's starting to pull away right now, and Klaus and Smolin and Hitt and Griffiths right now in that running order. Let's see if we can get that running order up for you spectators.
Griffiths, here's the thing. Griffiths started in that 10th position. Catch fence, working his way all the way up to 5th position right now. He still has about a lap and a half to get it done. Let's see if he can get into that 4th position for the last transfer from the C main into the B.
So we got now still with 2 laps to go.
Griffiths just hit the wall just a little bit, but he's trying to find all the bit of traction that he can, closing that gap on Justin Smolin right now. He is sitting in the 4th position. He's trying to get 3rd. He's got it.
I'll tell you what, these sprint cars going down the front straightaway, wagging their tail. I don't even know how they're holding on to them right now. But right now, it's still Griffiths in a comfortable 4th position, finishing order. Here they come with the win. Is Mark Jessup starting in about the 11th spot. Tyler Klaus in the 2nd spot. Dustin Griffiths in the 3rd, and Justin Smolin in that 4th spot.
I tell you what, man, I'm already so amped up, and we're calling C main action, Billy. This is great. This is exactly what we needed here at United Dirt Sim Series to get this talent out here, to bring this opener and hit it with a bang. I tell you what, we couldn't have asked for anything more. We've got a great group of guys, huge talent pool, and this is awesome.
Well, what can you say? What can you say? 15. When's the last time? Honestly, a lot of series. When's the last time you've seen 15 cars in the C main event? And talented,
right.
15 cars.
We had 18, Billy.
18.
So, I mean, right there, and we only took 4. And now only 8 get to go. They're gridding up right now. We should probably get on that. Number 97 of Alex Hanna and the number 28 of Hunter Crum are going to be on the front row for this B main event. 10 laps, transferring 8 into the feature.
And in the 2nd row, in the 01, Jesse Dacus in the 3rd spot. In the 4th spot, Joe Dowd, number 21.
Row number 3, the 35 of Chase Williams and the 122 of Aaron Wright.
In the 4th row, number 16, Dylan DeBono. And in the 8th spot, number 18, Joshua Anders.
Row number 5, 199 of Aaron Gurwitz and Don Hunter in the number 5.
In the 10th spot. In the 6th row, in the 11th spot, Alex M.D. Robinson, number 99. In the 12th spot, Raymond Kimmel, number 69.
The number 30 of Anthony Goyette going to start in the 13th spot. Row number 7. The number 17 of Jason Trenepool going to be in 14th.
In grid row number 8, in the 15th spot, your winner, Mark Jessup, number 14, and Tyler Klaus in number 16 spot, number 49.
Number 82 of Dustin Griffiths and the number 29 of Justin Smolin are going to round out your field. Those are your guys coming up from the C main into the B. Now we're only taking 8, so they've got some work, Billy. Starting in that 17th, 18th position, that's kind of scary deal when we know we're only got 8.
Yeah, and you got, what do you got? You got Alex Hanna, Hunter Crum. These two have been racing together side by side for all year round. This is going to be excited. Who's going to give and take with Jesse Dacus in the 3rd spot, Joe Dowd in that 4th, Chase Williams 5, and Aaron Bright in the 6th spot. First 3 rows, it's going to get hairy. Who's going to make the crossover move already? Or are they going to stay single file or double breast or a couple laps? Let's see what they do. They're coming down for the green.
Well, I don't know about you, Billy, but I like double breasts.
Yep. I'd double it. I like to see 4.
Whoa. All right. That's a good night right there.
Take him over, Dave. Do the start. Oh, we got a crash already in the first corner.
We have them crashing and stacking up, and 82 of Dustin Catch Fence Griffiths involved in that one. I think it looked like he was trying to get a good solid.
Oh, and he's upside down, or someone is. We'll have to get a hold of that here shortly.
That's Griffiths for sure. So we are going to restack them, re-rack them. We do not want to see a lot of caution flags, especially in such a short race.
Let's see if we can get it. Right there's a... Oh, that's number 17, definitely. Jason Trenopole in that incident. Nine laps to go already. Do the yellow flags count here in the B main, Dave?
All laps count. So the caution flags laps count towards the total as well. So I don't feel like iRacing has that 100% all of the bugs worked out, but you know, we're waiting to see when that happens, and super excited for that as well. Chase Williams running the Vagisil car tonight. He's a new entry for had to roll out a new paint scheme on that one. So that's interesting.
Let's see if we can pick that one up.
Oh, you can't miss it. It says Club Sled on the top wing. So William,
We're gonna
always a character.
There it is. Oh no, we've got to X out those side words there. We're gonna go back to Alex Hanna with a clean paint job.
Here we get ready to go back to green flag racing. It should be on this lap here, I do believe. So it's going to be Hannah and Hunter Crum bringing us down to the start. Restarts are on the leader, so let's see as Hunter is super good on restarts. He's very good at picking it up. They're going to roll it all the way to the green flag, it looks like.
Yeah.
Are we going? Nope. We're staying caution. Here we go.
Oh, you got Crum. He's gonna dabble a little bit. I think he's gonna venture out on a first lap. I don't know if he's gonna stay high or is he gonna, these laps are winding down already.
Yeah, it's all up to Hannah. It's going to be a 5-lap shootout pretty much as we get ready for this B main action. And we're only taking 8 drivers. Little loosey-goose on the start, but they all held it together.
Yep, we're gonna keep our eye on Jessup. He's out there on the outside looking in, number 14.
Yeah, he's already looking to make moves. Watch this. He's going to try and pick off at least 1 to 2 drivers per lap.
And he's
That's
on the low
his goal
side.
anyway. Man, look at him. Billy, I don't know about you. I can't do that in a 410. He's just like making it stick like where it shouldn't stick.
Dude,
I don't get it.
He's on the bottom. I mean, they're talking about it's not too super slick down there, but he's one of the few cars that's making it work. It looks like he set his car up to push a little bit. That car's actually pushing, coming around those corners, staying on the low side. So he's got his car working pretty good.
He was down so low, it looked like he was cutting the grass as he went around the track there. Not in the grass, but right on the edge. Like he's weed eating for sure. And he's got it down. Mark Jessup, all the way up into 4th, started in 15th.
Man, he knows how to get moisture out of that baby dirt. I'll tell you right now. If anybody's watching Jessup, he's definitely getting the moisture. But we're going to look at the 8th place car of Anthony Goyette. He's trying to make the final. Right there is for the A spot. He's on the bubble for the final right now is Goyette. But you got hot on his tail, Tyler Close and Alex Hanna, and number 15 coming up behind him. That is for the transfer with 2 laps to go. That's the transfer spot right there. Goyette on the bottom.
Battling. Yes, he is battling right now. They get together just a little bit. They all.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, Goyette upside down. Oh, and I see him making a gesture right now with his hands. Anthony Goyette not really happy. Don't know what went on, but we'll have to go back to that. We're going to have to go back to the leaders now.
Wow, that was a tough break for Anthony Goyette. I'm sure they're going to be in our race review after the race, giving them about that one.
Wow, absolutely.
So
That was
like
crazy.
Tyler Klaus finished in that 8th position, but he did receive the black flag for that incident. So
That could move up Hunter Crum then, right? Because Hunter was in the 10th spot. Anthony went out, and is that black flag going to go towards, like, does he still make the show, or does he get penalized and gets an EOL?
Well, hang on. We actually have some race chatter. I apologize. I wanted to just see if I could catch what was going on. It appears that okay, so the leader for the B main was Hunter Crum. 2nd, Jesse Dacus. 3rd, Mark Jessup. 4th, Aaron Bright. 5th, Joshua Anders. 6th is Don Hunter. 7th is Aaron Gerwitz. 8th, Alex Hanna. 9th is Alex Robinson. So Hannah making it in on that last transfer position.
And that was all due to that incident on the track, correct?
Correct.
Or
Absolutely.
he wouldn't have made it. Yeah.
Tyler Klaus would have had that position. However, he did receive the black flag, and he is done for the night.
Well, Dave, what have comments do you have right now in the B main, C main, in the heat races? How do you feel that this United Dirt Sim Series Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series is going already?
Well, I tell you what. I mean, these are fast guys. I mean, every one of them have a chance to win tonight. I think we can tell by seeing like Mark Jessup. I mean, B main started 15th, finished 3rd. Like, holy cow, he's on rails.
Yeah.
Obviously, he had a little tough break there in the heat race. Had to play the alphabet soup. Did it without an issue, and he's going to be one to watch tonight. Unfortunately, his partner Dustin Griffiths in the number 82 machine had to call it an early night as well, so he didn't make it into the A main, into the big show.
Yeah, that's too bad. You know how much talent right now is sitting not in this final. It's really sickening because there's so much talent out here, and these guys got to load up their trailers and drive home and figure out what they did wrong or what happened, and come back next race and come back stronger. So it's going to be exciting to see what they're going to do. We wish we could take all 60 cars in a main, but definitely that doesn't work. But we're going to have a heck of a setup right now and heck of a main right now. We're going to be starting here in about 49 seconds. So we're going to go over our list of 24 top drivers for the final tonight, and we're going to get this United Dirt Sim Series Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series A main final on their way.
This is going to be 40 laps of non-stop action. We're going to do our best to call it for you guys, but I'm sure we're going to miss stuff. I mean, honestly, we're not going to catch every position because there's so much talent in here. Starting on the front row, you have the number 1 of Blaine Brink and the number 56 of Randy Shreves.
And in the second row, you're going to have in the third spot Shea Paulo, number 44, and Jeffrey Stewart, number 72, in the fourth spot.
Row number 3 is going to be the 00 of Billy Brickley and the number 27 of Brad Lamberson.
In the fourth row, inside, number 83, Chance Crum, and then the outside, Jake Greenwood, number 43, in the eighth spot.
Right behind him, 5th row, going to be the number 62 of Tyler Grafton and Darren Detweiler in the number 3D.
In row number 6, starting 11th, Michael Meek in number 37, and in the 12th spot, Dustin Sargent, number 77.
Row number 7 is going to be the number 11 of Caleb Harmon and the number 24 of Brian Kosak.
In the starting grid, 8th row, Tyler Street, number 4 in the 15th spot, and the 16th spot, 192, David Carnes.
Behind them, going to be Hunter Crum in the number 28 and the number 01 of Jesse Dacus.
In row number 10, number 19 spot, Mark Jessup on a fire tonight, number 14, Aaron Bright in the 20th and 122.
We are getting ready to go green flag racing right now.
Starting grid in the 11th row, Joshua Anders, number 18, and the 22nd, Don Hunter. And in the 23rd spot, Aaron Gerwitz, number 199 in row 12, and Alex Handa, number 24 in the finals position for tonight's A-Main final. United Dirt Sim Series Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series A-Main feature on their way.
Sorry about that, Billy. I had a little bit of a snafu with my screen, but we're back up and running. I can't wait for this. This is going to be insane. Who's your pick? Pick one. I'm gonna make you pick one right now. Doesn't matter what team it is. Who is winning this race?
I'm gonna have to go with percentage. I'm taking the buckshot, Billy Brickley, just because he's the buckshot.
Well, he is on fire, but I tell you what, I'm gonna take my friend Mark Jessup in the number 14. We're coming from 19th position. We're going to see how we finish.
Here they come.
You and me, Billy Bowerman, as we go green flag racing. They are 4 wide going through 1 and 2. Blake going to hold on to it.
Oh
Wow,
my
this is
gosh,
crazy.
fourth, look at that. 9 cars, butt to tail, right now, coming out. Brickley now, coming on the inside, getting on the low side. Looking at Brink right now, staying hot on his tail. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You can put a blanket over those guys. They are all bunched up like a domino 6-pin. Let's go. Brinkley up on top, Brink on the bottom. Here comes Shea Paulo in the 3rd spot.
Oh my gosh, look at this action right now. Shea Paulo
Oh,
outrun Brickley.
we got a crash. We got a
Second.
crash.
Yes, we do. Caution flag is out on the speedway right now. Didn't catch it. I didn't catch who was involved in that one.
We're going to let's see right now. See if we can get a hold about it. I'll tell you what, I'm just not good at these instant replays yet, guys. I'll get better at this. I have trouble with it because it's so far in the back.
No problem. We are going to get the stream back up so we can go green flag racing here in just a minute. We didn't have anybody accept fault for that, so we'll have to actually do the review after the race and see if there was somebody that deserved an EOL for that.
Where we got right now our running order with 5 laps down, 35 to go. And here at United Dirt Sim Series, how's the black flags and the EOLs work and get your cars repaired, Dave? How are they setting this?
Right now we have the unlimited fast repairs on, so you can get unlimited fast repairs. However, you cannot get wave arounds or a lap back after the halfway point. So people, you know, if they have an incident early on in the race, will be okay. They'll be able to be back onto the lead lap. But once we cross that halfway point, that's when it gets a little bit more sketchy, and you definitely have to be a little bit cleaner racing. Black flags are cleared unless it's for jumping the start. So it's you know, it's pretty standard rules, but we definitely like to enforce them to make sure that the competition is fierce and we have clean racing.
Well, we're going to be going here green here shortly. Right now is Shea Paulo is going to lead them off. Billy Brickley in that 2nd spot, followed by Chance Crum in the 3rd. Michael Meeks in the 4th spot. Our running order right now is on top of the screen, as you all race fans and spectators can see it. Greenwood in that 5th spot. Dacus in this, I'm sorry, Blake Brink in the 6th spot. Randy Shreves in the 7th.
I mean, just outside of that, it's Jeffrey Stewart in the number 72 in 8th. 9th is Brad Lamberson in the 27, and rounding out the top 10 is Mark Jessup in the number 14. Jay, we're back to green flag racing at USA Speedway.
So
and we've got another caution flag out on the speedway. Looked like it was up towards the top, up towards the front of the field. Didn't catch it. I was way back deep in the field checking out Jessup in that 10th position, seeing how he was going to do from the start.
Let's see if I can get a little bit better than, let me see if I can get a little bit better at this. Nah, I'm very poor at replays, spectators. I'm going to have to learn how to do this. We have a system of software that you could click and it goes right to the yellow, but it's not working. I have to locate it, and I don't want to keep you guys, me looking for it and keep my replay sign. There it is. There it is. I think we got it right there. We're going to go back to, we're going to hit it right now. We're going to go back to iRacing finally, and let's see if we can catch a hold of this.
Should be the Z key, right?
Oh, there it is, 72. Looked like the 97 just drove over the 72. Yep, there it is.
So Jeffrey Stewart getting run over, it sounds like. There.
Yeah, right there. Oh, 72 just happened to catch the wall, so he ended up getting the raw end over. He was there, wrong place at the wrong time. So we got 9 laps down, 31 to go. And your running order again still is Shea Paulo in the 1 spot, Billy Brinkley 2, Chance Crum 3, Michael Meek 4, Jake Greenwood 5, Randy Shreve 6, followed by Stuart Hanna Jessup. This is getting exciting.
Go ahead, Billy. I'm sorry. It looks like we're going 1 to green, though, so this is good.
Yeah, we're going to get our eyes on Shea Paulo up there, your leader, and see what happens. See if we can get up there and get him on the start. I know there could be an accident in the back, but let's see what we're going to do with our top 5 or 6 cars at the start. They haven't got to run much green. There's probably been about five laps under yellow. They've only been about 4 or 5 laps racing, so I'm sure these drivers are getting anxious.
Here's the thing. In all honesty, I want to know how Mark Jessup does it. The guy's a magician. He started in like insane 19th position. He's in 9th.
He got his car working on the bottom. That was the ticket right there, and his car was pushing. But Shea Paulo goes to the bottom. Brickley up on the top side. Chance Crum on the bottom. Brickley cuts him off going down the straightaway, trying to run the low side now, trying to get nose to tail with Paulo. Crum right behind Brickley. Meek behind Crum. Single file down the front straightaway they go.
Huh. I can't even, I'm speechless. This is insane. Oh, caution flag.
Again. Oh, car upside down.
Whoa, and that was right in front of the leaders. Shea Paulo did one hell of a job dodging that one.
On the back straightaway at that, so he had time to get out, get his car ejected from the surface, but obviously it was still rolling around because he couldn't get that button pushed long enough.
Yeah, so that's going to restack him, re-rack him here with Shea Paulo. Brickley in that second position in the 00. Chance Crum in the number 83 and the number 37 of Michael Meek. That's going to be your top 4. In 5th is going to be Jake Greenwood in the number 43. 6th, 56 of Randy Shreves. 7th, Mark Magic Man Jessup. That's what I'm going to start calling him. He just got his nickname from me.
There you go, Magic Man. I call him the moisturizer. He knows where the moisture's at.
I think he brings his own. I think he's just like, oh, we're going to make that wet now, so.
I think he's talking to Chase Williams, trying to go over there and get some free bottles.
Yeah, it must be.
Well, we're going to start back at about the 15th position at the start, and then I'll move it up real quick. Let's see what's going on. We haven't been able to make a lap. The middle section of the pack has been getting some melee. Let's see if we can catch something. We're going to get on Lamberson. We're going to probably see 4 cars in front of him, 4 cars behind him, and let's get some action, and then we'll go right to the front right away because we always want to keep our eyes on the leader, but I believe everybody should have some camera time here at United Dirt Sim Series.
Well, that's what it's all about. You know, a lot of these guys like the broadcast, you know, when we do the broadcasting, and we're trying to bring that to you guys each and every week so that, you know, everybody can kind of get their little claim to fame here in our little virtual world. And I think it's a great time. You know, it's a lot of fun. We enjoy doing the broadcasts. Well, I do. I don't know about you, Bowerman, but...
I'll tell you what, I'm dribbling in my pants. I just get so nervous. I wet my pants when I do this.
I called you Bowerman. I forgot you're Billy Idol.
Thank you, but it's okay. I'll let you go this time because
You'll
you're the CEO of UDSS.
Right. Perfect.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to start this 15 laps, 25 to go, this 40-lap feature. Yeah, we're just going to keep our eye in the middle of the pack for a half a lap, and then we're going to go to the front because I'll tell you what, the Buckshot's got something up his sleeve for Shea Paulo, and Crum's right behind him and Meek. So we're going to be coming down to the green right about now. Here they come.
Here we go. Green flag racing. Back here at USA International Speedway.
Well, there's no incidences. We're going to go back to the front right now. It's Brickley on the top side. Shea Paulo on the inside. Crum on the inside. Brickley staying up against the wall in turn 3 and coming out of turn 4. Shea Paulo stays on the bottom. Brickley's got to run on him on the outside, but he's going to be nose to tail right now, and he's going to stay up high. Gets a little bit of bumper on the concrete. You saw the spark. Shea Paulo says, my car's working on his outside, but Brickley's got the momentum now. Here comes Crum in the 3rd spot. He's working in the middle of the track, followed by Michael Meek.
I tell you what, right behind that is Jessup and Greenwood, and they are battling to get caught back up to these top 4 drivers. Right now, Paolo holding them down. Brickley trying to shoot around the outside. It's a drag race on every straightaway. So far, advantage Paolo, but Brickley not giving up. He feels something. He sees something out there.
Oh,
on the
there he
outside
comes.
line. Pulls the wheels off the ground, coming out of the corner. Gonna hold it all the way up against the wall. Paolo just praying that that inside line holds down. Look at that, Brickley gonna make it stick as they go into the corner. Let's see.
Coming out of 4, Brickley should have some horsepower. He blinked out, kind of hiding from this competition. There he gets a 1-car length lead right now on Shea Paulo. Crum in that 3rd spot. Michael Meek in the 3rd spot. So Brickley goes in the high side. Shea Paulo gets up on the high side, says, I don't know if I can handle the bottom much longer, but here we go. We're going to get nose to tail to Brickley, and here comes Crum.
Battle for 3rd right now between Chance Crum and Michael Meek. They are going at it, both running a lower line, both down all the way on the grass and almost next to that inside wall. Look at the drive that these cars are getting coming out of these corners. As soon as that 410, that monster underneath the hood, gets a little bit of traction, they are launching like rockets.
Here comes Mark Jessup. Don't look back, guys. If you have a mirror, throw it out the window, because here comes Mark Jessup in the 5th spot, number 14. But now the battle is between Crum and Meek, 3rd and 4th. These guys are coming up high, sweeping back down low where the moisture's at. They're trying to get that forward bite. But Meek on the bottom of Crum. Here they come down that back straightaway they go. It's still Brickley out in the lead. Shea Paulo in that 2nd spot.
3rd is Chance Crum in the number 83 and the number 37 of Michael Meek. If you guys are the top 4 drivers are watching the broadcast, you might want to shut it off now, because 14J of Mark Jessup is coming through like a freight train. He is working his way up through the field. What an awesome, awesome race. Jake Greenwood sitting in that 6th position. Can't count that guy out either. I tell you what, all these guys are praying for is no yellow flags. The leader, Brickley, is hoping that we go to the checkers right now. Shea kind of hoping. Everybody else is like, please, caution God.
Oh,
Send me a yard sale.
Greenwood and Jessup are going at it for the 4th and the 5th spot right now. It's still the buckshot Billy Brickley out in the lead. Let's see if we can catch on him on the camera and see how much of a lead. I believe he's got about a 3-car length lead, maybe more. Let's see
It
Brickley
says
on the
about
inside.
0.6 of a second, Billy, as far as how far out he is on Shea Paulo. So yeah, that would be about 3 to 4 car lengths. They're working through lap traffic. This is going to be insane.
We got
what a race, and we're 26 laps in on a 40-lap race.
Yeah,
Billy.
14 laps to go right now. Brickley still staying up high in the cushion, not against the wall like he was when he was trying to run down Shea Paulo. Paulo still on the inside, trying to work the low side. It's Crum and Greenwood working the middle of the track, but coming down on the inside, close to the wall, coming out, because that's where the moisture's at for forward bite. Here they come. They're still wagging their tails down that straightaway. The front straightaway is getting slick, so it's getting harder to get the power down on these cars. But here comes Brickley, now starting to get some back traffic, gets against the wall, comes down and slides under a back car. And what a move for Brickley, still working the high side.
I think there's more rubber on the track than there is on these guys' tires right now, and they are running super slick. Sounds like we have a car that's getting ready to pit in on green flag conditions, so that could be hairy. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Mr. Sargent needed to make a pit stop. Brickley still out front, pulling away from Shea Paulo, showing him how it's done. Michael Meek in that 3rd position. 4th is Chance Crum. 5th, Jake Greenwood. 6th, stalled out right now, Mark Jessup. He's not moving forward a whole lot.
Now Greenwood right there in that 4th spot. Jessup backed up to 6th. Chance Crum took over that 5th spot. But we're going to go back to the buckshot right now, Billy Brickley, because Shea Paulo, number 21, is starting to head up for the forward bite. Brickley gets a little bit waggy on the front straightaway. It's Paulo now on the inside of Brickley. Brickley up against the wall, coming out of turn 2. Paulo on the inside again where the moisture's at. Comes down low, comes up high against the wall, going into turn number 3. Brickley starting to hop.
Paulo thought about running down on the low line. Oh, look at that. Caution flag comes out as Paulo accidentally bumped the wall, but the caution wasn't for him. It
Well,
looks like something happened right around Michael Meek, I believe. So we'll have to see on the replay.
well, right now we're going to go probably single file, aren't we, Dave?
Yes, it should be single file restart from here on out.
I'll tell you what. I think Brickley. This is where Brickley might play a factor in this. Not that Shea Paulo doesn't, but don't forget you're starting on the leader, so the leader gets to start it. Brickley's he's a possum. He knows exactly what he's doing. So if he gets to jump, I think he's going to be a little happier in this position than let it go, because he was starting to get into some heavy traffic that could have harmed him. You never want heavy traffic when you're starting with 10 laps to go. So with Brickley with a good jump, I think might put Paulo back unless Paulo can read Brickley's jump. I think Buckshot's going to get about a 2-car length lead at the start, and then Paulo's going to go to the bottom.
He is a samurai, cutting those starts clean and trying to get as far out as he can. I tell you what, I wasn't kidding when I said that people's arms were going to be tired by the end of the feature. You have your leader, Billy Brickley, coming over the race chatter, saying that he is sweating and his hands hurt. Shea Paulo complaining about fatigue in his hands as well. Look at Jake Greenwood. He snuck into that third position. We didn't even notice. He was in 6th.
But didn't I tell you earlier, before the even races started, did I tell you to keep your eye on Jake Greenwood?
Absolutely.
He had something to prove, and I knew it because he hasn't done well in the last 2 races. Not say he hasn't done good. So, Jake, don't take it personal, because I've been on your side for 2 weeks in a row, and I'm still on your side. And you look at you, you're up in that 3rd spot, but it's still Billy the Buckshot Brickley, Shea Paulo, Greenwood 3rd, Crum in 4th, Meek in the 5th spot, Mark Jessup in the 6th spot.
The talent pool. Look at our top 10. Like, seriously, look at the names in the top 10. And right outside the 10th position, you've got Jeffrey Stewart, Lamberson, Detweiler, Shreves. I mean, all of these guys. We still have 13 in the lead lap, and we still have 6 laps left.
Oh,
it could be anybody's race. It all depends on what happens right now.
Yeah.
Because any one of those 13 names that I just called out have a shot at winning this race tonight if they can take Brickley's crown off. As we go back to green flag racing, Paulo's trying. Down on the inside. Oh, no! Look like Meek and Chance Crum getting together.
Yeah, they're getting
Crum
together,
getting
but
raw deal.
Paulo's working that high side. Brickley got a good jump. Paulo hits the wall again. Brickley pulls out about a 1-car length lead right now. And here he comes. He's coming out of turn 2. Paulo's now got about a 2-car length lead behind the Buckshot. Buckshot getting a little squirrely coming out because he's a little bit more in the slick stuff. Paulo's in the wall. Shea Paulo just
Billy,
clipped
did
the
you see that?
Yes.
Shea Paulo just threw the kitchen sink because he doesn't have anything left to throw at Billy Brickley. As he smacked that wall, he's running that ragged edge. Lost time, and now look who you said we had to keep an eye on. Now Greenwood is battling with Paulo for that 2nd position.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh my gosh.
He might have damaged his car. Greenwood.
On easy street.
Greenwood now's got a roll on him coming out of 3. Here they come now. Shea Paulo now getting in, coming out of turn number 2. Greenwood on the outside right now. This is a great battle for the 2nd and 3rd spot. Meek in the 4th spot. He's coming up the back. Mark Jessup, number 14, the winner of all the main events, coming up, started almost dead last, and he's up in the 5th spot, but it's still Greenwood. Has something to pull on Shea Paulo. Did Paulo damage his car when he hit the wall? We're going to find out here with about 2 laps to go. Greenwood on the outside, Paulo on the inside.
Oh my gosh. Brickley running out front in that 00 car, has it on cruise control at the moment. It is the Billy Buckshot Brickley show. Shea Paulo running in that 2nd position. Jake Greenwood, look at this.
Look
He's
at that.
trying to make a move all the way on the outside line. How is he even keeping that thing off the wall?
I don't know, but I just watched the Buckshot with the final lap in turn number 2. His car pushed up and hit the wall. His car is, I don't know, it looked like it even got a flat tire, man. His car was pushing. He had his wheels turned to the left so much that it wouldn't even turn. So he might have been hitting the wall and cost him, but the checkered flag is up, and the winner, double lot, Billy the Buckshot Brickley, followed by 2nd position.
Shea Paulo. In 3rd is going to be Jake Greenwood. 4th is Michael Meek. Top 5, Mark the Magic Man Jessup.
Holy
14.
cow! What a race here for the United Dirt Sim Series, race number 1 of a 10 race of Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series with United Dirt Sim Series.
I tell you what, we're going to give them a minute. We're getting ready to take some pictures here on the front stretch. And we're going to give these guys a second to jump in and make sure that they are ready for their interviews. And we're going to get some action here. Here we go. Third position going to be the number 43 of Jake Greenwood from Most Wanted Motorsports. How was that barn burner, Jake?
Well, it was a really tacky track, and I thought, geez, does it get any faster than this?
Well, Jake, this is Billy up in the tower. How you doing, buddy?
Awesome.
What a run. What a run. I don't know if you've been paying attention to our streams. You know, I just started announcing myself for the last 3 races with UDSS and even doing this in sim racing and just getting a hold of it. But man, I've had your number for a couple weeks. I've been on your side for 2 weeks. You haven't let me down. You've had some difficulties. You had a good run once and got taken out. But that's part of racing. You never cried about it. You never said anything. You just went on and kept racing hard. You were my pick to watch for today, and you proved that I was right. That's probably like one of the first time I've ever won at anything. But how'd the car feel? Where did you really like your car tonight? Did you like it on top, or you were working it on top most? How did it feel tonight?
Oh, it felt pretty good. It definitely got slick for sure, and I really do struggle with qualifying here. I don't know what it is, whether I don't know the right line or what, but it seems like no matter what, I always struggle to qualify here in a 410, and I knew if I was going to be up here talking to you guys tonight that I was going to have to do something here in the feature if I even got there. And I was lucky enough, my heat race, by the time I was in the 4th heat there, by the time I was running, it was pretty slick there, so I didn't really have too much trouble. It was a fun race there with Jeffrey Stewart. It's always fun racing with him. He always races really clean. And then in the feature, I would say definitely the bottom at the start was the place to be. As you kind of saw, everybody was down there, and I got a couple positions there. But what really helped me was that big green flag run we got there. That was awesome. I finally got in a rhythm, and then I basically favored up top more, and that's usually where I like to be.
Yeah, I for a minute I thought Shea, number 44, Shea Paulo, I thought maybe he might have damaged his car. He got up in the wall, try to make a move up there. You were gaining some ground, then you felt like he got his groove back. Were you going to try anything to try to get that second place, or are you content with the third and just holding on and hoping that you could get close enough on his bumper to make a move to the second spot if we'd had a couple more laps?
Oh, I would say I kind of messed up my car as well. I got into the wall pretty hard at one time, and I thought, really? Come on, Jake. I couldn't afford to do that again. Otherwise, I might have knocked the right rear out of it. And so I was really just holding on. I wasn't planning on making any passes, but like you said, when Shea got into the wall there, it really made me jump, and I thought, oh my gosh. I thought for a second there I was gonna maybe wreck him and myself, but he got it going again, and of course pulled away from me there, and I thought, okay, good. I like being by myself here. We'll take a third.
Well, we don't gamble here at United Dirt Sim Series, but I did win $5 sim bucks because you were my highlight pick to watch for the whole race, and I said that before the race got even started during our interview. So thank you for letting me win $5 for sim racing. Is there anybody that you'd like to thank in your sponsors?
Definitely Most Wanted Motorsports, Works Graphics for the sweet car. Glad I could get that done for you, Billy, but I'm glad you had more confidence in me than I had in myself. But at the end of the night, I think I'll definitely take a third, and not a bad.
Well, not a bad finish for the 410s and getting into this and racing this, especially some of the bad luck that I've seen you have over the last couple of races, and I've been able to at least commentate it and watch it a little bit. But congratulations! I hope to see you more. Great job! Way to come back for having a couple disappointed weeks of racing, but thank you, and we hope to see you here at UDSS again.
Absolutely, it's been rough, but yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here every night I can.
Thank you very much, and have a good night. That's
You too,
Jake
Billy.
Greenwood, guys. Jake Greenwood, your third place car here at the United Dirt Sim Series, Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series race number 1. Take it over, Dave.
All right, so coming home in second position tonight, Shay Paolo with Elbows Up Sim Sports. How are you tonight, bud?
Good, man. I haven't raced in a few days, and hop in here and get a second feels pretty good.
Well, we wouldn't have known by watching you race tonight, man. You were working your butt off. I even heard come over the race chatter there and say your hands hurt, huh?
Yeah, this track, man. It's USA's fun, but it's a motocross track like when it gets like this. But I was just talking to Billy about it. You can't really reset it because then it just the bottom never comes in, and the middle kind of it's really weird when you reset it. So it's rough, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, it looked like you cleared a triple out there going down the front stretch a few times and got a little high side into that wall. But how damaged was the car, do you think, as you were running through the race?
I think I just kept banging the right front off of the wall, so it wasn't too bad. I probably knocked the toe out of it a little bit, but as the race went on, I was just hoping and praying that the bottom would come in because of the way the top was, and Billy was just flying up there. I knew I wasn't going to catch him if the bottom didn't come in, and it didn't. Every time I would get a good run coming out of 1 and 2, I'd notice he'd going down the wall again, so I'd have to run the top in 3 and 4 just to stay with him and try and run the bottom again. But I just could never catch him. He's so damn fast.
You guys put on one hell of a show, though. I called it before we even started the race tonight that we were going to have a barn burner here for our opener for the 410 Elite Series, sponsored by Jessup Logistics. I mean, you guys and Mark Jessup, and one of your fellow teammates. He
Hard
started
charger.
19th to 5th.
It's flying, man. He's gotten. I mean, if there's one iRacer I could point to that's most improved over the last 6 months of somebody who hasn't even been doing it a year, it's Mark Jessup. That guy, from just picking it up and us running laps at Eldora months and months ago, and him asking about like, oh, this looks familiar, like, does it feel the same? And then just running laps, and now look at him hard charging from 19th to 5th.
Yeah, he had a tough break early on in the late in the heat race, but he worked his butt off going through the alphabet soup and everything else. But what did you think of the race tonight? I mean, how did you think it went?
I thought it was great. We had a couple early cautions, but then we got a long green flag run, which was nice. This track, it's if there's any advice I could give, it's practice. No matter how many laps you run here, every time you come out here, it's going to be different. So, as many laps of practice you can get, just keep running them, because this track is different every single time you come here. As far as everybody else, the lap cars were real respectful and stuff, and staying in one line. It was pretty great.
Well, that's good to hear. Who would you like to thank? Who helps get you guys out here every?
The whole Elbows Up SimSport team, man. Jeff and Mark were in here with me. Obviously, Dustin had some bad luck, but we'll bounce back next week. Hopefully, all 4 of us can make the main and run in the top 5, top 10. Sponsors, you mentioned one, Jessup Logistics. My main sponsor, Over the Wall Photography, Dallas Breeze, takes some awesome pictures. You can find him on all social media. Ryan Hergott with Hergott Real Estate, and Austin Lara with Fairway Independent Mortgage. Those guys do so much for our team. Motorsports BS Air, Catch Fence. Can't thank any of these guys enough.
Well, I tell you what, I'm hoping that you keep showing up for all the races. I mean, going into this 12-week series, and you're sitting in second place. That's a pretty good start to the series. So, I can't wait to see all you guys, and we definitely appreciate you and Elbows Up showing up and showing us support here in United Dirt Sim Series, and we love the talent pool that everybody's bringing to us, and putting on a hell of a show. So, thank you very much, Shay, and I hope you have a good night, man.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. Gotta say thanks to my girlfriend too. She cooked me dinner right before this, so I don't want to get yelled at for not thanking her. So,
Well, what was
thanks. It was chicken, rice, and broccoli all made together in a crock pot, and it was really good. So I had the fuel to run this for 30 or 40 lap feature.
Well,
Heck yeah,
hey,
there you go.
Shay, this is Billy up in the tower. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Billy, how's it going?
Good,
I'm
brother.
good.
Hey, I miss you up here, but I'll tell you what, I'm sure next to that dinner plate, she's going to have a nice little bottle of moisturizer for you, man, because you were working that bottom where the moisture was at, and I was proud at you, man, because Billy was working on the outside, and he was inching and inching, but you stayed at that bottom for a long time, and you stuck in that moisture, especially coming off the corners. You kept it in the moisture because you knew that was the forward bite, but congratulations. That was really a battle between all Brickley, yourself, Greenwood, but you and Buckshot put on a hell of a race, and we couldn't be more proud of you in our first race having that close of racing, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Again, shout out to Billy and Jake on the win and the podium. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, good. We hope to see you, and have a good night, and go eat your dinner.
Thanks, guys. You too.
Thank you.
Take care.
You can bring Buckshot.
With the win, the 0-0, Billy Buckshot Brickley throwing the Montana musket loader.
Hey, Billy.
Fifth
Nice
to
race.
First.
Yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, man. I won $10 in sim racing, 5 from Jake and 5 from you. Great job. You were my pick to win. You won it. You raced earlier in a hosted race. You ran out of gas with two laps left. You were in third for a while. You had enough patience to take the lead, and then ran out of gas. And coming here and seeing what you had with the 24-car field earlier in the day, I knew that you had the chance to win it because you were racing with some very fast cats in that hosted race also, and you went up to the top and you showed them what you had. But you were working that outside. You know, you don't like the bottom a whole lot. You got into the wall a couple times. The car seemed like it was starting to push a little bit at the end of the race. How did the car feel? Could you have made a change and made it better, even though you won?
No, it was pretty hooked up. Like I said earlier, that we found something in that race up top, and it likes it, and it worked. So we threw it right back in there again, and we were getting a little low on fuel there at the end. Only had 2 gallons left because when you're on the top here, you really burn it off. But yeah, I just ran the bottom early on just to try to wear it out, so I knew the top would be good later, and it worked out to perfection. But it did get tight on the last lap. White flag, I went into 1, and I thought I was going to dump it in the wall. So that was a little scary. I probably should have moved the wing forward just a hair. I had it all the way back, but
Yeah.
no, it was a pretty good setup.
Yeah, it looked like it pushed at the end. The last lap or two, I think I saw it starting to push. I said, "Hey, man, he's cranking this wheel, and it ain't turning." But I knew you'd get it back under control. Under the yellow flag, that last 3-4 laps, a yellow flag with 4 laps to go or so, Shay was right on hot on your tail. I knew that you were one of the best starts. Drivers there is out in the Sim Series. I knew you were going to jump out a 2-car length lead or a car length lead, which you did. But were you worried a little bit when the yellow came out and that you were worried he was going to try to do a slide job on you since he was working the bottom so much?
Yeah, I didn't want the yellow, and you get a slide job here, it's hard to cross over because it's so slick through the middle. It's hard to get a run down, but he never threw one. I think it's also hard to throw it because there's not a whole lot to slide up to get traction coming out. So it all worked out. I don't know if he really had much for me. The bottom, I don't know if there was enough there to make it work, but I couldn't run it. I had to go to the top, so
Yeah.
there's no other choice there.
You only ran the bottom like 1 or 2 times, and you went to the top. Like you said, you don't really like the bottom a lot, but you had the top working pretty good. Was the traffic playing a factor? I saw you get, you were maneuvering really well against the back markers, but was it going to be a problem if it wouldn't have yellow, or would you have rather kept it green?
I'd rather keep it green, but the lap traffic was a big problem. There was a few times where I caught 2 or 3 of them at one spot, and that makes it hard to maneuver through when there's not a whole lot in the kind of got a little loose, and I seen Shay close back up on me again. But we made it work out. He was kind of more lucky getting through traffic. He was able to get by him faster than I was. But you kind of, once you get to him, you got to make it go and happen fast. You can't wait, because if you wait, that's when you'll get caught up in their mess.
Yeah, it's like a pile of shit in a high-speed blender, huh?
Yeah, pretty
Dog
much.
shit. That's what I always say. The back of the field is like a blender full of dog shit with the lid off on high speed, and hopefully you're wearing safety glasses to keep it out of your eyes.
Hey, Dave, do you have anything to ask the Buckshot why he's got you? I know you don't talk to him a whole lot, but is there any questions you'd like to ask him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to talk to the guy because, I think it's just great. I knew this was going to be great. You, Billy Brickley, have been working with me to get this thing and make sure that we kicked it off with a bang, bringing in Jessup Logistics. How do you think the overall night went? I mean, as far as from a league owner standpoint, I couldn't have been happier. I felt like we had a great race, very few cautions, very few incidents. What's your take?
Yeah, I was pleased. I think we had like 41 or so cars show up tonight, which is great. It's awesome. We had a great field, and the racing was really clean. I was impressed through all the heat races. Had a lot of clean racing. C main was a little rough, but you'll have that. Guys are trying to get the transfer spot, but all in all, I think it was a really good night of racing. I don't know if we could ask for much better than that.
I don't really think we could. Who would you like to thank? Who helps get you out here? We need to get this rolling because we are doing that doubleheader tonight for the 5 Silver Series, following right after this race.
Yeah, you guys got 4 minutes to get in the race. So
Uh-oh.
I'd like to thank Sophie King, Fast Sim Sports, Push the Cushion Productions, United Dirt Sim Series, Works Graphics, Design Metal Art, Jessup Logistics, Speed World Hobbies, Dave, Billy, both of you guys for letting me do what I can do around here, and I think you guys make me faster. You always help me out. Yeah,
We'll keep you around, I guess.
Billy's my car owner in another league, and he's always coaching me now. So
Yeah, and Billy comes out into my NASCAR truck series, and what's he do? He comes out and does a excellent, I wouldn't say a dominant performance because it wouldn't want to put down any other racers, but comes down to the white flag after 147 laps, takes the lead, and wins the first NASCAR truck race under my ownership. So thank you, Billy. That was an awesome run, and everybody's proud of you.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Thank you. We'll see
right,
you in
bud.
about
Have a
5
good
minutes.
That's going to do it for us here tonight, folks. Stay tuned. We're going to have Billy the Buckshot Brickley and Darren Detweiler jumping up in the booth, I do believe,
Hurry.
to announce the 305 Silver Series. So we're going to end this one, and we'll be coming right back at you here soon.
Thank you for Pushing the Cushion production and United Dirt Sim Series, Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series. Thank you for watching. Good night, and we'll see you in about 5 minutes.